Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Let's start our 30-minute yoga flow. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable on your mat. Your legs can be crossed in front of you. You can gently close your eyes or perhaps gaze at the floor in front of your hands. Your hands can come up to your heart center, or feel free to let them sit on your knees. Let's start to make our way onto our mats, onto the floor, by taking some nice deep breaths in through your nose and open mouth exhale. Very nice. Let's do a couple more rounds of breath here. Focusing on the breath coming in through your nose and out through your mouth. A couple more breaths here. As we move through the next couple moves, you can keep your eyes closed if you like, so you can feel the movements, or feel free to open them whenever you feel ready. So go ahead, if your hands are at your heart center, you can drop them down to your knees and start making slow circles with your head. Rolling your head in one direction, very, very slowly. Breathing. Great job. And then go ahead and roll to the opposite side. Very slow. If you notice that your legs are starting to tense up, go ahead and drop them back towards your mat. Great. Bring your head back to neutral. And if you like, you can lift your shoulders up nice and high towards your shoulder. And then on your exhale, roll your shoulders back and open your chest. Nice. One more time. Inhale to lift your shoulders up nice and high. And exhale to roll back and open your chest. Last time, shoulders lift nice and high. And release. Great. You can take your right hand over to your left ear, so you'll be opposite from me, and let your right ear drop towards your shoulder. Placing a little bit of weight into your head, but not too much. Breathing here. Once again, my knees start to lift, so I'm letting my legs fall towards the floor. You can drop your nose towards the floor or towards your armpit to feel a nice stretch here on the back side of your neck. Great job, guys. Let's release and go to the other side. So left hand reaches over to your right ear, and then drop your left ear to your left shoulder, putting a little bit of weight on your head by your right ear. Breathing here and releasing. Another breath. Then if you like, you can drop your nose towards your armpit. And another round of breath. Great job. Come back to center. Hands can come back onto your shins. And let's start to rock and roll forward and back, inviting as much movement as you like in your neck. Warming up all the parts of your spine. You can always keep your eyes closed here. I like to close them just because I can feel how my body is moving better. Remember to breathe. Great job, guys. From here, let's roll side to side. Great job. Another breath or two here. You can include your neck, Don't include your neck. Whatever feels good for you. Great. Come back to center here. Let's twist. So lift your arms on your inhale up high towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, twist over to your right side. Keeping your chin parallel to the mat. Perhaps even tucking your chin back and your head a little bit. So your head and your neck and your spine are all in a line. You can use your exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Perhaps even look towards the back side of your body. Once again, letting your knees relax towards the floor. Great job. Inhale, come back up through center. Reach nice and high. And exhale to twist to the opposite side. Keeping both hip bones grounded. Chin parallel to the mat. Perhaps even bring your chin back slightly. Another breath here. Great job. Inhale, come back to center. And let's side bend. So right hand to the right side of your mat. Left arm reaches nice and high. Both hips stay grounded. If you like, you can look up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Perhaps you'd like to walk your fingertips out a little bit so you can bend a little bit more deeper into the pose. But remember to keep both hips grounded. Great. Inhale back through center. And then exhale to the opposite side. Breathing, releasing, perhaps closing your eyes. Maybe even looking towards the ceiling. And exhale to bend a little bit deeper. Great. Use your next inhale to come back through center. And on your exhale, roll over your shins. Hands come to your mat. And make your way to tabletop position. So fingertips are spread nice and wide underneath your shoulders. So now you're stacking your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder all in line. Your core is engaged. Your head looks towards the ground. So now you have a nice straight spine from the top of your head all the way to your tailbone. Your knees are directly under your hips here. And let's do a couple rounds of cat-cow. So use your inhale to drop your belly, gaze up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, cat. So round your back like a cat, pushing into your hands. Gaze to your belly. And let's do a couple more rounds to your own breath. So inhale, drop your belly, gaze up to your ceiling. And exhale to cat. Round your back. Inhale to look up. And exhale to round. Great job. From here, you can continue to do a couple rounds of cat-cow, or maybe add some movement that feels good in your back here. Maybe making some barrel rolls, rolling your hips in one direction and the other. Maybe even looking over your shoulder towards your hip, one side and the other. Or maybe it's even walking your hands out towards the top of your mat and involving your whole body. Rolling to one side and the other. I'll give you a couple more rounds of breath here, so feel free to do whatever your body needs right now. One more breath. And let's meet back in neutral spine and tabletop. Great. From here, spinal extension. So reach your right arm forward as if you're about to shake somebody's hand, parallel to the mat in front of you. And your left leg kicks out behind you. So now your arm and your leg are both parallel to the mat. Your belly's engaged. Push into your grounded arm. And on your exhale, round your back, elbow to knee. And use your inhale to reach as far as you can in opposite directions. And exhale to squeeze. One more time. Inhale to release or open. And exhale to squeeze. Inhale to reach out again, your biggest reach yet. Go ahead and drop your arm to the mat. Your leg is still lifted. And then bend your knee so you can circle your hips here. Try and use only your hip socket to move your hip. Everything else is as tight as possible. Breathing still, circling in one direction and the other. Great job, guys. And come back. Great. Let's move to the other side. So left arm extends out in front of you. Right leg kicks back behind you. And on your exhale, squeeze as tight as you can, making that cat shape with your back. Inhale to open. And exhale to squeeze. Inhale to open, your biggest reach yet. Exhale to squeeze. Reach again this time. We'll plant our left hand, bend your right knee, and circle out your right hip. Belly engaged. Looking down at the mat. Great. Roll one side, and now let's circle it the other way. Great job. Let's come back to neutral. One more round of cat-cow. So inhale, drop your belly gaze up to your ceiling. And exhale to round. Inhale to come back to neutral. And on your exhale, we'll move to child's pose. So if you like, you can move your knees nice and wide and shift back so your hips drop towards your heels. Your hands can walk out towards the top of your mat. And release your head to the mat. Breathing here into the back side of your body. Perhaps letting your hips fall deeper to the mat. One more breath here. And use your inhale to come back up to tabletop. And then curl your toes, lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Your heels are tracking towards the floor. They don't have to touch, but they're heading in that direction. Toes are facing towards the top side of your mat. If you like, you can pedal out your feet by bending one knee and the other. Let your head hang in between your hands. Your fingertips are spread nice and wide. If you feel any weight in your wrists, if they're starting to hurt, you can always push into your hands to shift your weight back towards your heels a little bit more. So you're taking off the pressure off your hands. Great job. On your inhale, look forward towards your hands. And on your exhale, walk your feet up towards the top of your mat, towards your hands. You're now in a forward fold. If you like, you can toe heel your feet out towards the edges of your mat. So your feet are about hip distance here. And just let your head hang in ragdoll. If you like, you can bend your knees slightly so you can fold deeper into the forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows here. Shake your head yes and no. Perhaps sway side to side. And breathe. Great job. From here, both hands come back to the mat. We'll twist. So you can bend your right knee. Right hand comes to the mat. And you open your left hand up towards the ceiling. And you're twisting over to your left side. Breathing here. Another breath. And on your exhale, come back through center and we'll move to the other side. So left hand plants, left knee bends, and then open to the right side. Breathing here. Great job. Come back through center. We're now in a forward fold. So use your inhale to flat back, halfway lift, hands come to your shins, and exhale to fold. Use your inhale to lift all the way up, extended mountain, arms reaching up high towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale to reach nice and high towards the ceiling. And use your exhale to fold. Inhale to flat back, halfway lift. And on your exhale, plant your hands and step back. So now you're in a high plank. Fingertips spread nice and wide underneath your shoulders. Your legs nice and tight, cores engaged. This is too much, you can always drop your knees. And then use your exhale for your elbows to come right against the side of your body to lower all the way down to the mat. Uncurl your toes. Hands plant right under your shoulders and use your inhale to push into your palms. Look up to cobra or up dog. And you can use your exhale to melt back down to the ground. Inhale to reverse push up to either high plank or tabletop. And use your exhale to curl your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Very nice. This is the flow that I will be doing today, but feel free to use your own version. You can always just skip the flow altogether and meet us back in down dog. You do what works best for you. Great. Inhale to look forward and exhale to walk your hands to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back to halfway lift and exhale to fold. On your inhale, arms reach nice and wide. Extended mountain. On your exhale, hands come to heart center. Great. Inhale, extended mountain. And exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And exhale to plant your hands. Step back. And let's meet back in down dog, on dog, dog. If you'd like to follow me, exhale to lower. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to lower. Inhale to lift up high plank or tabletop. And exhale to downward facing dog. Great job. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale to reach all the way up. Extended mountain. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale to extended mountain. And exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And exhale to plant your hands, step back, and then go ahead and meet me in down dog. Exhale to lower, arms right by your side. Inhale to up dog, and exhale to lower. Inhale to reverse push up, to tabletop or plank, and exhale to downward facing dog. Go ahead, and once you get in down dog, you can pedal out your feet here. Great job. Use your inhale to look forward and exhale to actually walk your hands back this time to your feet. Same thing, inhale, flat back to halfway lift and exhale to fold. On your inhale, reach all the way up, extended mountain. And hands come to heart center. Great. Great job, guys. Let's do a couple balance poses and then we'll be almost done. So go ahead and ground your right foot into the floor. So you're going to shift all your weight into your right foot. You can spread your toes out nice and wide so you can give yourself a nice firm balance, or, you know, a place to support you. And then go ahead and lift your left leg up to stork pose. From here, we'll open our left hip to plant your left foot wherever it feels most comfortable for tree. So whether that's kickstanding right by your ankle, perhaps it's at your shin, or you can always self-adjust if you need to bring your foot up to your thighs. But please avoid your knee here. You don't want to hurt out your knee. So once you make an into tree, your hands can stay at heart center. Perhaps you like to grow your tree up towards the ceiling. Perhaps cactus your arms. There's lots of variations here, so do what feels great for you right here. Core is engaged. You're nice and strong in your standing leg. You got this. We'll hang out here for one more breath. Great. From here, we'll come back to stork. Hands come to heart center. And we'll transition to warrior three. So your lifted leg now comes right behind you. It can even hover right above the ground. Or if you like to practice hinging forward, keep both hips facing towards the front of the mat. Hands reach up high towards the ceiling, and you're one straight line. So as you're reaching out of your hands, you kick out of your feet and use your exhale to fold forward. So your hand and your foot are moving at the exact same time. You can stay here, hands can come to heart center again. Perhaps you like to fly like an airplane, arms out to the side. Even a slight back bend with your arms by your side, slightly behind you. You got this. One more breath. I'm shaking here with you. And then slowly see if you can come back through stork before releasing your foot. Great. If your thighs burn, your shins burning, go ahead and shake out your foot before we move to the other side. Your left foot now is nice and strong. Toes spread out. Your right foot lifts into stork. Hands can be at heart center. Go ahead and open your hip and land your foot where it feels most comfortable, but please, please, please avoid your knee. Back nice and straight. Chest lifts towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Nice and strong in your standing leg. Perhaps you'd like to grow your tree up towards the ceiling. Feeling very strong here, guys. Another breath, you got this. Great job. From here, we come back to stork and we'll transition to warrior three. So your lifted leg now comes back behind you. It can hover right above the ground and you're getting all the benefits right there. So don't feel like you have to fold forward because you're perfectly good here. Remember, both hips are now facing towards the front of your mat. Your arms reach nice and high towards the ceiling if you like to fold forward. And use your exhale to fold one straight line from the tips of your finger all the way back to your lifted hip. You can always use the wall if you need to, just like me. And breathe. If you fall out like I'm about to, you can always come right back. That's why this is a practice and not yoga perfect. Great job, guys. You got this. One more breath of reaching out in both directions. And then see if you can come back up through stork. A lot of control here before placing your feet back together. If you like to shake out your legs, now's a good time to do that. Great. If you like to transition to the floor, you can just meet us in seated. Or if you like to challenge yourself, you can cross one leg over the other. It really doesn't matter which one. And see if you can slowly make your way down to seat. Great job. From here, your feet are nice and straight in front of you. Toes are flexed. If you like, you can shimmy back a couple times to make sure your butt is firmly grounded on the ground, on the floor, on the mat. And use your inhale to reach nice and high towards the ceiling, and your exhale to fold. If your hand doesn't reach all the way to your toes, that's totally cool. You can use the side of your shins, your ankles, whatever feels most comfortable. And use your exhale to release deeper. And let your head release. Breathing here, perhaps even closing your eyes. Let's inhale to come back up. Butterfly pose, so Baddha Konasana. Your heels come to touch. If your knees don't touch the ground, that's totally cool. You can have your feet out as far front as you like, as tight as you like. And when you exhale to fold, straight back, but you can go ahead and just fold forward by walking your hands out. Maybe you don't want to walk your hands out. You can use your elbows to gently push down to self-adjust on your knees. That's cool too. And just breathe here. Great job. Inhale to lift. And go ahead and use your hands if you like to bring your knees together. You can walk yourself up to the top of your mat, feet planted, arms come out. They can either come out in front of you or you can grab the backside of your thighs and use your exhale to slowly lower all the way down to your mat. Great job. Once you get down on your mat, if you like to windshield wiper your legs by moving your legs side to side, that's perfect. Great. From here, lift both legs up off the mat, feet flexed, shin parallel to the floor. Hands can come to T or cactus and drop both knees over to your right side. Make sure to keep both shoulders resting on the mat. And breathe. If you like a little bit of a deeper twist, since your legs are over on your right, you can look to the left. And breathe. Great job. Inhale to come back through center. And exhale to drop your legs over to the opposite side, over to your left side. Both shoulders still kissing the mat. Perhaps looking to your right this time. And inhale, come back to center. Give yourself a nice big hug. Knees into your chest. Squeeze tight to honor yourself for taking this time for yourself. And go ahead and release. Let your feet flop open. Letting go of any remaining tension you may have in your body. Go ahead and close your eyes for a minute in Shavasana. Great job, guys. Go ahead and start wiggling your toes, inviting some movement into your body. Perhaps wiggling your fingers, rolling out your ankles and wrists. Maybe even a nice full body stretch. And go ahead and roll over to your favorite side. Letting your head rest on your elbow. Taking a breath or two before using your hands to slowly make your way up to a seated position. Knees crossed in front of you. Hands can come to heart center. Go ahead and bow towards your hands. Once again, honoring yourself for taking a little bit of time for you. During this hectic time, self-care is so very important. Bring your head up. Let's take a breath together. Nice deep inhale through your nose. And releasing, exhale through your mouth. Bring the knuckles of your thumb up to your third eye, the seat of your intuition. And let's bow forward as we greet each other. The love and light in me honors and adores the love and light in each and every single one of you. Namaste. Thank you guys for sharing your practice with me today. I look forward to seeing you again on the mat soon. Take care. Bye.